staring back. He had a long day at work, and he drove home exhausted, finally free to let his mind unwind. He looked out into the suburban expanse before him, full of businesses, parks with kids playing, and a few uncultivated fields. That's where he first saw it. It was a skinny, pale figure, maybe 6.5 feet tall, in a field about 50 yards away. It seemed to just stand there looking towards him. What a strange scarecrow, he thought. He felt momentarily gripped by its wilting look, making him think about how life slowly erodes us, just like erosion conquers hillsides over the centuries. Then his mind moved to other things. He felt weird when he saw it again during his drive a few days later. This time it was in the small woods next to someone's suburban property, only 20 yards away. At this distance he could get a better look at it. Like before, it was skinny and pale, but he could not tell its gender. It just stared at him. Its expression was like that of curiosity that had slowly wilted away into a tired indifference. What was it doing and how did it get there? He would frequently see it on his drives home from work, sometimes multiple times. He always sensed that it was always there, but he only really noticed it when his mind was tired, bored, or otherwise wandering. He wasn't sure why his mind would drift towards this figure. All he knew was that when he was busy, he didn't think about it or see it. But when he took a break, out there in the grass or by the tree somewhere, it was staring right back at him with the expressionless face. Just thinking about it made him feel exhausted. He didn't tell his friends or family about it for fear that they would think he was crazy. Deep down, he couldn't shake his own fear that he was going crazy, and he assumed if he told others, they would write him off as such. He even felt too ashamed to think about it and would do all he could to remove it from his mind. One Saturday, he felt it all day. He tried to fill his day with activities like chores, striking conversations with random strangers he met, all in the hope that he could distract himself from knowing that the figure was there with him. That night, when he went to bed, he couldn't stop thinking about it. He glanced out the window and saw it there in the backyard staring up at him, a stone throw away. He slammed the curtains shut and all the other curtains in his house, but it didn't matter. He couldn't sleep, knowing it was out there. He finally decided to open his bedroom window and confront it. "What do you want?" he shouted. No response. He desperately continued shouting, his demands transitioning into begging. "What are you, and what do you want with me? Why do you keep following me?" But it said nothing. It just stared back at him with that same indifferent, lethargic expression it always had. Furious, he finally decided enough is enough. He went outside to attack it. He rushed right at it, but each step he took towards it, it seemed to move away. Floating above the ground, it slid backwards, maintaining the same distance of about 20 feet from him. He chased it down the street in the middle of the night. It could not go through objects, opting to go around cars, poles, and other obstructions with ease as it continued to stare at him. Finally, he had it trapped in a street with a dead end, but it somehow disappeared behind the fence of a house where he was unable to follow it. He went home defeated. He was never able to elude the figure. As he tried to live his life, some days he saw it only once, others multiple times. He couldn't avoid thinking about it. Whenever he went outside, he wondered whether he would see it in the backyard somewhere, and whenever he was indoors, he wondered whether it was watching him. Slowly, he became too exhausted to handle many of the daily activities. He stopped wanting to see his friends and family, only the bare minimum at work. Others told him he looked tired and indifferent. And one day, he looked in the mirror only to realize Other than several wrinkles from stress, his exhausted face looked just like that of the figure.